If you're a real Warriors fan living in the US, this video is for you. From coast to coast, America is buzzing after last night's game. Steph Curry just reminded the whole country why he runs the West. Draymond Green, the firebrand of the Golden State Warriors, a four-time NBA champion, Defensive Player of the Year, and perhaps one of the most outspoken figures in the league, has never been one to bite his tongue. Whether it's calling out fellow NBA stars, referees, media narratives, or even his own teammates, Green thrives on truth, intensity, and unfiltered passion. But what happened recently has even Draymond fans doing a double take. Because this time, it wasn't LeBron James, not Nikola Jokic, not even Kevin Durant that triggered his fiery statement. It was Caitlin Clark. Yes, Caitlin Clark. The Iowa legend. The NCAA's all-time leading scorer. The player who's become the face of women's basketball, scratched at the face of modern basketball as a whole. And now, she's the WNBA's most talked about rookie. She's sparked endless debates, dominated headlines, filled arenas, and broken viewership records, all while carrying the weight of an entire league's attention on her back. She's either the savior of the sport, or a lightning rod for criticism depending on who you ask. And into that swirling storm stepped Draymond Green. He didn't tweet a paragraph. He didn't go on a long rant during a podcast. No, he simply delivered a bombshell in just 4 words. Protect Caitlin at all costs. 4 words. That's it. But those 4 words have sent shockwaves across both the NBA and WNBA world. Because when someone like Draymond Green speaks, the sports world listens. Especially when it's in defense of a player who's been under fire, pushed around on the court, targeted physically and verbally, and scrutinized relentlessly by critics. Draymond Green didn't just toss out an opinion. He issued a call to action. And what's even more powerful, he said it during a time when Caitlin Clark was facing some of the most intense and unfair backlash any rookie athlete has ever had to deal with. So let's break this down, piece by piece, and look at what really triggered Draymond's powerful statement. For weeks now, Caitlin Clark has been at the center of a firestorm in the WNBA. She entered the league not just as the number 1 pick but as a walking headline. Every arena she walks into? Sold out. Every game she plays in? Nationally televised. Every stat, every foul, every word, every reaction analyzed under a microscope. That kind of spotlight isn't just bright, it's blinding. And it wasn't long before that spotlight turned harsh. She's been fouled hard blatantly and repeatedly. She's been targeted by veteran players who seem intent on sending a message. She's been left off Team USA's Olympic roster, a move that triggered immense public backlash. And on top of all that, she's had to navigate the politics, pressure, and physicality of a professional league with players 10 years older, stronger, and more experienced. It's been brutal. And still, she's stood tall. But the foul that changed everything happened during a game against the Chicago Sky. Chindi Carter, a talented but controversial player, body-checked Caitlin Clark during a dead ball. It wasn't just a hard play. It was personal, deliberate, and borderline malicious. It caused immediate uproar on social media. Fans were outraged. Analysts were stunned. And the WNBA? Silent for too long. That's when Draymond Green stepped in. Protect Caitlin at all costs. Those words weren't just a show of support. They were a demand. A warning. A statement that enough is enough. Draymond knows what it's like to play with a target on your back. He's been the villain. He's been the enforcer. He's been fined, suspended, and criticized more than almost any player in recent memory. But even he knows the difference between playing hard and playing dirty. To Draymond, what's happening to Caitlin Clark isn't just basketball. It's personal. And it's dangerous. And the league's failure to respond is telling. He's not alone. Stars from across sports, from LeBron James to Charles Barkley, from Angel Reese to Shaquille O'Neal, have all weighed in. But Draymond's 4-word statement stands out because of its simplicity and urgency. He didn't sugarcoat it. He didn't hedge his words. He drew a line in the sand. And let's not forget Draymond's not just speaking as a fan. He's a father. He's raising a daughter. And when he sees a young woman trying to blaze a trail in a world that's constantly trying to tear her down, he doesn't stay quiet. His words resonated deeply. Because they weren't just about Caitlin Clark, they were about respect. Respect for the game. Respect for talent. Respect for the next generation. Because what Caitlin is doing is historic. We're talking about a 22-year-old who has single-handedly changed the perception and popularity of women's basketball in a matter of months. Ratings for WNBA games have skyrocketed. Jerseys are selling out. Entire arenas are chanting her name. She's doing for the WNBA what Michael Jordan did for the NBA in the 90s. And yet some players, and even some fans, are determined to tear her down rather than build her up. Why? Is it jealousy? Is it resentment? Is it because she doesn't fit the mold of what some people think a superstar should look or sound like? Draymond didn't say. He didn't need to. His message was clear: this league needs Caitlin Clark. This sport needs her to thrive, to lead, to shine. And if she's constantly being beaten down without protection, without support from the league, then what message are we sending to every young girl watching at home? Protect Caitlin at all costs. Those words are about more than just basketball. They're about culture. They're about equity. They're about creating space for women to rise without being punished for their brilliance. And Caitlin Clark? She's responded with class. No rants. No complaints. No victimhood. Just poise. After every cheap shot, every criticism, every challenge, she's kept playing. She's kept scoring. She's kept showing up. That kind of mental toughness is rare. That kind of maturity is next level. And Draymond Green sees it. He recognizes greatness. Because say what you want about him, love him or hate him, Draymond has always been about basketball at its purest. Teamwork. Hustle. Passion. Sacrifice. And when he sees someone with that same fire being attacked for it, he speaks out. Now, will the league listen? That's the real question. Because if the WNBA wants to grow, and not just grow, but explode in popularity, it has to recognize that stars like Caitlin Clark are the bridge to the next era. She's not a fluke. She's not just a media creation. She's the real deal. A once-in-a-generation player. The kind you build around, not beat down. And make no mistake, this isn't about giving Caitlin special treatment. It's about ensuring that every player, regardless of their fame, race, or background, is protected on the court. It's about setting standards. It's about sending a message that